the cold that literally everyone had. So, happy to be back. Hopefully, happy people are seating me back. Let's make sure the little mobile notification thing popped up. There we go. We are now live. Huzzah. Anyway, current time here. We are here playing Banner Saga, which I picked up for free thanks to Twitch Prime. I've been looking at this game for a while. I actually watched my friend Backseat Gaming Bros play it. Hold on, pop that. And it looked really, really fun. Really, really interesting. Very, very deep story and all that. So let's double check. We have difficulty normal. Let's start. The story of Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will constantly switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. Boop! Hello, Broccoli Boy! The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called the Dredge deep into the northern waste. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped the sun. Thank you, Stoic Games, for the free and awesome game. Classic butterfly effect game. Okay, I can do that. Well, I play a lot of Telltale stuff, so I'm used to things changing as I go.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital.
Winter is here. Insert all Game of Thrones jokes.
Several days ago, the sun simply
Tales of our
up
endeavors
in the sky.
proliferate.
Though during these
Thank you for the auto host, Turtle.
days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds.
I have not played the Jurassic Parks, but I enjoy all the Walking Dead.
About the brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu! Skýst ég leyfa oss að syngja?
Damn! Just cutting through these guys. Like they were paper.
Verfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
You just arrived in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Use the right stick to depend on your surroundings. Press R3 and R to zoom. Press A to continue. I enjoyed The Wolf Among Us. I liked it. I found it interesting and funny. I enjoyed how the characters were done in different ways. I didn't play the Minecraft one because Minecraft is stupid. Report to show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your eyes are in blue, your enemies are in red. It is your turn to act. What is up, Adana? Hello, hello. I am here and I am back. Movement happens before action. I'm allowed to hate on Minecraft all that I choose to, because it is Lego for adults and fuck Lego. The ring shows your shield bearer is active. Blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called the Varo, who take up 4 tiles each. While humans fill a single tile, they can have a huge impact on your strategy. Use the left stick to choose a tile, and then press A to confirm move. Move your shield bearer here and bring him into attack range. Okay. Enemy tiles are in red and pulse if the enemy is in range. To target him, I use the left stick to select an action icon, then press A to target an enemy. No, because I can walk on water. Thought I told you I could do that. You can.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Lumi, Turtle, thank you for the auto hosts. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. Armors beneath each icon 2 and 5 show the damage that you'll do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. And also 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls below 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by break attack. By breaking armor, you open them to take further damage in the future. This enemy only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I stream Hearts of Iron when I'm between games. Like, if I finish one game, and before I start another one, I usually run one stream of Hearts of Iron. You are more than welcome to try to figure out how to get me, Adana. That's fine. Be lurky. That's cool, yo. This enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Use the left hand to select the 5th strength and press the A button. Stabbed. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. The enemy turns up next. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being a full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By moving on the gold tiles. Ah! That works. But I do stream Hearts of Iron 4. By moving on the gold tiles, you can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you are to have damage in range. Okay. Center ability is on a single element, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Your unit menu combat options include move, ability, attack, and in turn. Tempest. Ability description appears until it's below. Your Warhammer's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. That time I cook up the chieftain's bodyguards, and there's only one enemy left. Players enter pillage mode. During pillage mode, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Ah, okay. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shieldbanger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. +6 renown. See? Senpai doesn't even notice me.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come
we fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the threats arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more
We all have a
giants to war
senpai.
against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. No, we all have a senpai. We all do. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric? I'm gonna go with Eric. Steward of Strand, I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? We'll be polite. Governor tells me you're giving us a hand. Scofflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure that they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me in the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know you can tell us. Okay. That's weird. Controls are slightly inverted. Senpai will notice you. I mean, if you ask enough, RNG states yes. Meander through the rows of open-face houses and enrolled stalls. Color canvases flap on a binary current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. I am not in the mood today. Talking to an idiot. This guy seems to have bled out about an hour ago ahead. So when you tell me that what rat anus the rest of them crawl back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. I don't know to... They don't talk to me. Visibly fumbling with dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, eh? Your chances are, I believe they are 1 in 151. Tossed over on the table, both men look at you with surprise. High gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Nobleman up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away from Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over. You figure your bodyguard steps forward. Gunelf. Are we done here? Were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, I just bought them. You look like a frog. Oh, man. I can't resist that one. Better than an eggplant? Was it 3? It might be 3 and 151. It might be. I set it up so long ago, I forget. But I know it was out of 151. Best I can tell, the name is ironic. A nobleman is a meat hall. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those skills on the ground. If you ever find him, I will meet you there. What is this dialogue? I don't know. It seems like Viking-ish. I'm gonna go with Viking-ish. That's why my left stick was somehow inverted. There we go. You arrive in the front of what's made the nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgrad. I'll point them out. Eric says I should be ready. Let's get it over with. You're walking through the front door. Let's get it over with. That's a beard, says Valgrad. Okay, here we go. Valgrad... Oh, man, he Sparta kicks the door open. So hard. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table with his axe strong, wide-eyed, drunken scuffers scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead stains in the process. Please don't wait that long. Give it a minute and then try again. So blocks damage to strengthen armor for 1 round. Yes. Gives willpower to allies in a range. Either way, it'll take multiple turns. Oh, you are not very strong, my friend. Spiral! the dwarf-sounding voices. Well, as I was saying a minute ago, they sound very Viking-y. Kill that guy. Pillage! Defeat an enemy with Warden. Yay, achievements. Defeat an enemy with a Raid Master. Eric is ready for promotions. The eggplant has been injured. No! Don't touch the bucket. Touching the bucket is bad. Touching the bucket sends you to death and sadness. There they are. Gods be damned. I have to go wash off this blood. The fleet of longships. Ah, dip. See what I deal with all day? Like, you just see all this stupid crap I have to deal with? Not to sure there's no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask for one more favor? Yeah, what's your favor? If you happen to stall our guest down by the docks, I wouldn't object. Eric and Volgrod hustle from the meat house to his credit. Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You get an apologetic like an sorry. And go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. It makes you giggle? Okay. Oh, and the tassels in the eyes are animated. Fognir. That's just like a name that you want to say with like reverence and respect, but also like that's your name, Fognir. Mir Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version with the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. Comes with being old. If there's Wagner, there must be Hakon. This guy's expression just looks like he gives like 0 fucks. He's like the hi. I'm a guy with the axe who gives no fucks. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yokes. And what age do you lose your sense of shame? You never lose sense of shame. Yonder. I can't pronounce. Trying to say these names makes me laugh, and it's horrible. Wagner, we start playing Skyrim. We're not playing Skyrim. We're playing games that are better. I'll take that over lingering death of Grofheim. Speak of, I have no sense you were so far from home. Just returning from Aberrag, in fact. I'm glad for it. Hakon motions to other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf heads and blazons on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son Ludin. Don't you know Skrinver? We're with Skrinver. You visit his capital, he visits ours. That's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. I like Hakon. Hakon's my kind of guy. Like, this shit is stupid. Yes, Hakon has it. I almost forgot. It's a good thing you're around. You're going to Grofheim. Yeah, there are many games better than Skyrim. Most games are better than Skyrim. I have a distinct feeling. Oh, I know you do, Adana. And that's just fine. I finished my business in Strand and heading there myself. We should caravan. We should give it a day in better circumstances. I'll drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. He's trying to say is the princess's delight to behold. Oh! I can control my thing in the conversation. That's neat. I can't wait to find a place to put the warriors. I'm heading to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogir. See you in the morning, Scrivener. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. Long back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years you think. Myrna suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Harkon or introduce yourself to the prince he spoke highly of. Feeling great. Days of supplies, renown. Let's go get a drink with Harkon. Encounter in the meat house started by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to the Var, but rarely sees this many. Harkon waves you over. Straight for a flagon. Wagner, the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. You might have an addiction, Broccoli Boy. You might. That's okay, though. You might have an addiction. No surprise. What's this time? When I got there, the Great Hall is already full of bodies, and then we added a few more. Ha! Humans. Because if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself, too. Oh, man. Wow. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon, let's have a little chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Wow, swath. Nice use of words. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just as others need to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough. You drink until the mean house becomes overbearing, and then step back into the cool air outside. So many mods, so many playthroughs. You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varro who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Vognir. Don't remember you. He looks like a douchebag. Like, I've literally seen one line of text out of Prince Ludin, and he looks like a douchebag. Just like a, oh, yes, hair flip. I'm a prince. And you're not. Douchebag. Right, Adana? He looks like a douchebag. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Lune looks at it for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying ties to the capital. We crossed by chance. You know, if I could kill him, I probably would. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? You collect taxes for the Varl territories, true pleasure? Fuck you, dude. And awkwardness hangs near like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart. Yeah, because he's a douchebag. Douchebag. At dawn, you're woken by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. Governor's Crest adorns the supply ladders. All there, just as you promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Plus 20 renown. Huzzah! Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here, and a while later, Ludin and his men appear groggy and disheveled. Ah, you're learning Adobe things. I weep for your soul. Malgear steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks you for your part. Yes. You follow Manor and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter the city. But the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand as a whole, you think. Morale declined. The caravans have for a gift, says Monir, cracking open mead flasks from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. Drink a little, drink a lot. Let's drink a toast to Wagner. I feel that'd be the best, you know, build up camaraderie, stuff like that. I vote the toast.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Carcombe, thank you for the host, my friend. Are you guys feeling the toast? I'm feeling the toast. You raise your drink. Ah, it's good to be the king. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Man and Varl. The others join in. Luna's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually sit down beside Varl in your chat, drink merrily, go easy on the drink. Let's chat. Hang for speech, slurs Wagner. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Moger, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess for your benefit, turns out. I've given the job to you two. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Wow! All hail Caesar Chrono. God, there's no joy in politics. A truer line was never spoken. Speaking of, what happens after this business with looting? Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Harkon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Huh, you don't miss the fight, Ubin. You down your mead instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There is no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it, or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares in the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Vognir is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. You decide to sleep bodies better wake up. You nudge Vognir, you're needed. Ah, it's the douchebag. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a K-John where he sees a hard-eye stare in return. How long to Grofheim? How really too is that a strange, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. We have maps. Loading map. World map. Use R to pan around the map. Use R3 to zoom in closer. Your poetry icon shows where your care points in the world. You can use L and A or LBOA to select any location. Use history banner when you're done the map. Press B. Huron. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Huron used to be the gathering place of Dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took to land and settled it themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, bruisier lands of men to the south. Now this territory is almost entirely Varl. The Wandering Road. At the end of the First Great War, the Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above Bradabig Peaks, the lands crawled with furious, war-minded Dredge. Sorry. The first Varl king, Unner, led the entire Varl races across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away Dredge as they went before forming the first Varl kingdom of Edentroft. Huh. There's a lot to read here. Huh. As close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, both men and Varl compete to scratch out living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Dillinger still watches over it, granting good fortune. The right foot. The left foot and right foot of Dredger's Bay are said to be where the god Dillinger himself stood when he created the thriving trade city of Strand. Others suggest it's where he stood when taking less noble actions upon the land. Now they're used to navigate the long coastal markets by merchants and visitors. That's neat. Bradabig Peaks. When the first Varl warriors trudged north to discover new lands, the Bradabig Peaks were thought to be the edge of the world. The summits often disappeared into the clouds, and unlike other mountain ranges, a pass-through was never found. That is until the King Varl had the Burra Pass built, a bridge that takes 3 days to cross. Huh. Learned a little bit around us. We head north and then east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand, going to be a long march. Should have drank last night, douchebag. Why not take the Skymir instead? What's the point of marching? Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year and would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skymer's A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredging glaciers. You like glaciers? So there's no a poor disguise for his contempt. God, I hate this guy! He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes. My voice and throat are feeling a lot better. I still have, like, the occasional cough, though, because the air here is still cold and garbage. It is going to warm up tomorrow going into the weekend, so hopefully that helps everything else free up. Thank you. Oh, it's background noise. For some reason, I thought I left my stream open, like my actual Twitch stream open while I was streaming. Holy crap, that tripped me out there for a second. But I really hate you, Ludin. I hate you so much. Just so much. I hate you. You'd be looking for a tall cliff to hop off too. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hark. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verfel for lucky. I hate you, Ludin. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in town, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies to only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in mock battles. Tap leave on the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to go back on the road. Injuries. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes or when resting in a camp. Use that to select units. Bring the pain. The Shieldmaster strikes an adjacent enemy for armor break damage for hunkering down and boosting his passive ability. Return the Favor to return even more break damage for one turn. Using Bring the Pain, the Shieldmaster can create a forward charge that pushes enemies up against... Oh, neat. Rourke uses his massive weight to sweep a weapon around himself, hitting multiple adjacent enemies, friend or foe. Passive ability, Heavy Impact. The warrior hits so hard that any enemy staying adjacent to his target on a strength attack will take 1 damage from the shockwave. Neat. A character who attacks a Shieldbringer loses 1 point of armor for each strike he makes. Return the Favor triggers every time the Shieldbringer takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which can make it devastating to hit him with attacks that strike multiple times. Oh wait, this guy? Gunnuf? Gunnuf looks kind of badass. I mean, it's weird with the green outfit, but dude looks kind of boss. Each kill this weapon makes encourage others to fight harder, granting 1 power to the spearman and any adjacent allies. Warmaster hits even harder than an average warrior, and with no chance to miss, he can wreak havoc with additional +1 strength, and also adds 1 break damage to his target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Sundering Impact is best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around the target are possible in a single strike. We're gonna rest for a day. Map, options, renown. Let's rest one more day. We can get our guy uninjured. And you should be fine now, which you are. Oh, here we go. Renown is game for defeating enemies can be spent to upgrade your characters. Kills needed to promote to the next rank. Okay, that's what I needed to know. You don't need to train. Fully rested. Let's leave.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
My Hardboard gets a lot of Varl for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back, we sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his... Like, oh, you're not here to help. Oh, okay. That's cool. Where have your cattle gone? Window, my boys seen men up on the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Look, Adana, even raiders have cows. Everyone has a cow except you. People are just stealing cows left and right, and you don't have a cow. Scaflings out there, maybe. Could they have a Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits his eyes, actually darting around the caravans to set up tents. We'll be here for no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. The people in your cow means at my expense. For hundreds of Varl, are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of. Shut up, you hear that? Where's the douchebag? Its faint sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. Oh, man. Waypoint pathing is useful when you need to avoid certain tiles. Press A here to finish moving. Superman can attack diagonally up to 2 tiles away. Press the D-pad up to compare your stats with the enemy. Armor blocks attacks on strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit should above the hammer and attack this enemy's strength. The deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. I like how it tells us, like, you will fail catastrophically if you don't do this. Oh, he's dead. That's fine, though. I didn't like him. trying to attack his armor. Yeesh. That counterattack, yo. Intimidation. Oh! That's not good. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, one willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give one willpower to an active ally. Huh. Ha! Oh wow! Gave the same quote twice. Wow, what's the odds of that? It's so good to be the king. Village! Oh, he called a buddy. Move him there. See if we can murder this guy. We should be okay. Down grows. Huzzah. Trying to get yourself killed, douchebag? I was trying to find... I hate you so much, Ludin. I hate you so much. Just, I have so much hate for you in my body right now. Walking towards the Wagner lies face down. The future Brawl King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Oh, Wagner's dead. Darn. That sucks. I probably could have kept him alive. Maybe. That's how these things go. Where did that thing come from? We have an axe guy, and yay, an archer. Deployment happens before a battle. Select your units, work element with that to deploy them to the boost squares using that. Oh, okay. Light set move through with allies.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Thank you for the auto host, Mia. Mark prey does armor break damage if an allies within range attack the marked target. Bonus damage to targets who have lost armor if the archer has not moved. Thread the needle. Hits all units between the archer and the target. Does bonus break damage. That the hits all units trying to hit. It says bonus armor break damage. Eagle Eye, +1 or -9. Hello, Archer Lady. How you doing? Let me see, are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, I am poorly flirting and talking like that to a video game red-headed archer chick. Meh. Meh. When the dredge attacks your car and the yacht's bolted, it's spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees as you glance in that direction. All that food, that's... ah! That's what we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. She is cute, right? Forget the supplies. Let's head back. If we hurry, we can gather them before... Let's try to hurry them. And then comes the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. The more dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Plus 15 supplies. Huzzah! Good, smart move on that one, Zach. Chrono. Sorry. Oops. Said my real name there for a second. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that! Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell as well as a few items. Morale's declined. I have a lot of supplies in my cart.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
There's a lot of supplies in the back of that cart. Like a lot. Ivor. No one's wrong question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Back already, Huntmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge are everywhere. Had to get through Greyhorn. Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it! They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams from the outskirts. People are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Igil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. Aww, you're gonna die. I'll stay and I'll protect her. You're gonna die, bro. Just keep your shield up. We'll hold them off until everyone's inside. Then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some house atop a nearby hill. Oh, poor little blonde guy. Bro, I know, right? Bro is definitely gonna die. The hell? Oh. Huh. Sorry about that. Sure enough, dredge are gathering a number. Fear threatens to bubble into panic. How long do we have to keep this up, you ask? Ivor shakes his head knowingly. That's a bad sign. Yeah, no. Units move in the order you place them from left to right. This initiative order is very important setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units if they can save. Oh, yeah. Lonely maids of a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. Oh, yeah. Armor, strength, and will. Start the battle. Oh, you have awesome shield skills. Yay. Battering ram. Knock the target back through multiple tiles, doing armor break damage. Let's kill the little guys. Ow.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Azure, thank you for the host. I believe in dude who's probably gonna die. It's going okay. It's going okay. Thankfully... Oh, okay, Azure. That's cool. Thankfully, guy who seems like he might die has a really awesome defensive skill. Hype, right? Now we're just gonna whittle down this guy's armor. Okay, that also hurts my friend. That's good to know. Oh, because his armor's so low, you can now do badass ultra critical damage. Boom! Oh, look at that. He didn't die. Look at that. Cute redheads ready for promotion. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated, or if you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the options to change difficulty. Don't worry, you can change difficulty at any time, and it has no effect on the story or the choices you make. That's good to know. A black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this as ever glancing at each other. We're going back, and then adds Rook. I'm doing one more check of the house around here. See if you can find it. Keep watch. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of the house. It silently looms over a ledge. Its face is expressionless, stony mask. More terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems so slow as it pulls back enormous sense. Suddenly, Egil is between the dredge and Alette, his shield above him. The black stone maze falls, Egil's shield crumples, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Ivor's there, his sword run through the neck of the dredge. Yup. So he's gonna plot die. Dip. So yeah, he plot died. That's a thing. Rip. I know, right? Rip. If you send inside gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age and a family. I thought I'd forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice. This would be the time to start talking, brah. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in the wake. There's no end to them. Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. Killed enough slag for one lifetime. Right? That's why you're going to save the day. Your items are shown at the bottom of the roster. Items can then be equipped by characters of equal rank. Remember, units to equip higher rank items. Look at that. We can promote her. Rook's daughter, Alette, only vaguely remembers her mother, who died when she was a child. Since then, Alette spent most of her time with her father, unimpressed by the traditional roles of girls in town. She hopes to become a hunter like her father, and in her spare time, she practices archery with Odaleth, the wife of Slur's chieftain, who's become a motherly figure to her. Huh. The greatest warriors on the battlefield are those who live past their first battles to start a journey down the path of legend. Take 5 renown to increase stats and increase your item rank. This unit has points available to spend on improving stats and talents. So let's see. We can increase our health. Increase our shield. There we go. Break is the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. Strength is health. Your strength minus their armor equals damage. Ability. That's what I was looking for. So, let's... And let's give her more health. Okay. Gave her so she can naturally do more armor damage. Let's check out the markets. Heavy soaked with the blood and sweat, but a little padding can be different between life and death. On this jewel-encrusted headband, the eye of an ivory white cat seems to be looking around on its own. An early rest. Let's... So... 1 renown gets 3 things of supplies. Well, that's a rank 5 item, which I can't use anyway. But, let's get some more supplies. And let's buy a padded undercoat. We're gonna buy a padded undercoat for our frontline tanky guy. Because he's a frontline tanky guy, and, you know, more armor's good. Dude, it's a bitchin' green head tattoo. Kinda cool, man. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled with its dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. Dredge milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you pushing through the crowd. Hello, Ice Archer. How are you today? Hello, Odaleth. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would you do in my place? Ivor's like, fuck you, man, I'd have left. It's close and it has walls. Let me create a distraction, then go. Okay. No, I don't like that idea. I catch you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you no doubt she can handle a bow. I didn't want to leave Ivor to die. You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see Dredge and Direction go, utters Ivor, and you stand your guard as the townspeople begin filing out of the hall. The Dredge not to descend upon you is so much curiously. Suddenly you hear a shriek from further up the caravan. A grunt has thrown him on the cart of chickens, tearing it with his bare hands. Men draw their axes, and the Dredge responding. Fly, you fools! Roars Ivor. Terror sweeps over the caravan like a pox, and you suddenly find yourself surrounded by black figures and penitentiary in equal measure. Let's do this! Well, I started late, so that's why I'm going a bit later than normal. Yeah, I started later, so yeah. Puncture. Bonus damage to targets who have lost armor if the archer has not moved. Target a talon some enemy who steps upon it with a rain of arrows. Just thwap him away. Ah! Missed. One to him with rain of arrows. There it goes. Boom! Lay a trap. I wanted to kill him before he probably summoned another little minion guy. Which I'm gonna do now. Stab you. That guy's dead. I'm basically having everyone stall right now because pretty much everyone will be promoted to level 2 except for her, and I want to get her a kill. The castle follows you, notice out of the corner of your eye some of the town guards struggling desperately with the dredge and what might be the chieftain among them. To your left, Ivor's laying into a large colossus. Behind him, an elderly man scrambles to a feet. Past that, it's clear that most of the townspeople are scattering. Nobody says they can be picked off one by one. Working orders as you pass people, the guards will have to fend for themselves, or there won't be anyone left to protect. Miraculously, you find yourself clear of the fighting. Emerges from the trees, bloody but breathing. You swear you almost see a grin on his face. Olaf is not so lucky. Cloth, the chieftain's death hit you like a punch in the gut. Only Ivor's insistence does the caravan continue on to Frostviller. Its clans cut slightly around your own. The chief died, but morale has become poor. But we would have lost everyone if we didn't. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards, search the caravan, stretch out past the point of safety. There's space out as far as you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. I don't want to stop. Let's slow so everyone can catch up. You beckon the stragglers to pick up their feet, eventually bringing the caravan together. However, many curse the slower pace and the loss of time. To misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Herdeverder. Oh man, I totally butchered that. But it looks like Herdeverder. Look at these people. Somebody has to look at. Oh. It's like, I don't know. Lie? Fuck, man. Humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together, bitch. Aw, you do care. We get along so well, Ivor. Massive eyes of Massive eyes of Hodver look the same direction as you. What? The Weatherstone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings out of habit more than anything else now. I know, right? More. Well, our entire town just got, like, fucked, so... Gods that are dead. However, was the god of the hunters and of the wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the lands as both man and wolf. He occasionally depicted an effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder how he would think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches and says, I made this reach, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Aww. Aww. Back at your tent, you rouse Annette, who clings to your arm like this is completely like bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move to Frostfurler. It feels like an end to more than a start. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your way, says. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill the supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers. What are you doing out here alone? We're hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says. When we return... Okay. That sucks, guys. Sure. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks. Rosie replied, teeming with animals and Cindy's supplies are nicely restocked. Yay! During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and ends up splashing meat in the warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Rasvanir, is tossed to the ground at your feet. Anger climbs in looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than a drooling mumbles. Grab a rope from the supplies and make short work of the sot. Few onlookers throw scraps at him, but most just walk away with a laugh. At least content in some measure has been taken. A crew medallion made from a branch of a tree found above the God's Zone Hardiver, carved with a curious rune. Plus 15% dodge to strength attacks. Oh, it's a rank 2 item. Let's naturally give you the ability to do more shield damage. And give you more health. And we're going to give you the padded undercoat. We have Odolef the padded undercoat. Well, guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and end it right here. My throat's starting to bother me a little bit, so I'm going to want to rest it so I can attempt to do this again tomorrow. Plus I feel we're at a good spot right now, and I've been going for about an hour 45. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to end it there for the night. Options. Yes, yeah. No, I mean, I can feel the tickle in my throat it had, so I want to go take like a whole bunch of throat lozenges and such. But yeah, no, thank you guys very much for stopping out. I will be back tomorrow with more Banner Saga. I'm liking this so far. I hope you guys are liking this so far. So yeah, I will catch all of you guys tomorrow. You guys all have a really, really good night. I'll see you later. Bye.